seats and thank you. Today, we are celebrating the 18th foundation anniversary of the Volunteer Against Crime and Corruption. To start our program, may we call on Ms. Merly Jimenez San Pedro, Secretary General of VACC, for her message.
Good afternoon, fellow peace advocates and anti-crime and corruption crusaders. The Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption extends its deepest gratitude to President Rodrigo Roa Duterte for gracing our 18th founding anniversary right here at the Rizal Hall of Malacanang and soon to be the People's Palace as the nation commemorates the National Heroes Day today. Highlighting the importance of today's gathering is an understatement. VACC turns 18 years old in pursuing its advocacy. Our journey marked by grief for every violent incident or even death that befell our member of our families, and unfortunately exacerbated by the painfully slow grinding wheels of justice. But unlike a debutante's festive celebration, VACC turns its anniversary year in commemorative mood to recognize the pillars of the justice system, law enforcement, the prosecution, judiciary, penology, and the community that choose to stand out in the speedy and just disposition of cases for victims of crime and corruption. We are relieved of the fact that unlike last year's observance of our anniversary, where we were stripped of our venue at Camp Crame on last-minute notice for unfathomable reasons, with then Mayor Duterte as guest of honor and speaker, today we are very much honored by the warm hosting accorded to VACC here no less than at Malacanang, or what the President would prefer to be, the People's Palace. And this time, with now the President of the Republic of the Philippines as our guest of honor and speaker. We are elated to be joined today by the heads and representatives of the three branches of government, as well as our major and special awardees for 2015 to 2016, belonging to the 5 pillars of the criminal justice system, member victims of heinous crimes and corruption and illegal drugs, and from our various local and foreign chapters. We're gathered here today to commit to the President our sustained fight for clean government and the campaign against crimes, specifically illegal drugs, which have bred so much violence and corruption in our country for many decades. We pray and hope that the government officials from the other 2 branches of government, the legislative and judiciary, will do their share for our quest for clean government and justice for victims of crimes, especially of illegal drugs. Today, let us be living little heroes every day to push for that clean government and a crime and drug-free society. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you so much, Section San Pedro. And now, our founding chairman and president of VACC, Mr. Dante Jimenez, to deliver his ulat sa bayan.
Mr. President, It's my pride to deliver the Ulat sa Bayan for this year, here in the People's Palace. The PNP statistics in 2015, which appeared at the leading broadsheet paper, painted a sickening landscape of crime explosion in the country. From January to June 2015, the statistics report revealed a total of 885,445 crime cases, or up by 46% from the 2014 figure of 603,445. Crime cases, or up by 46% from the 2014 figure of 603,000. According to the same Philippine National Police report, the increase in index crime was particularly felt. The same PNP report, the increase in index crime was particularly felt in the cases of carnapping, rape, murder, and homicide. Vacc made the simple calculations and translated this report of an almost 50% increase in crimes for the first 6 months of 2015 as follows: 46 cases per day of rape in 2015 compared to 28 cases per day in 2014. Murder of 40 cases per day in 2015 compared to 27 per day in 2014. Homicide at 36 cases per day compared to 23 cases per day in 2014. And if we are to gauge how much this year this war of the president has progressed, we take great solace in what was reported by the PNP. Crime incidents was 50,187 last July, a month after the president assumed office, or 5,552 fewer than the 56,399 incidents in the same year in 2015. Still from the PNP, index crimes or crimes against persons and property plummeted to 31% from 17,105 in July 2015 to 11,800 in the same month this year. Crimes against property like robbery and theft went down by 40%. I've made mention of these statistics just to prove that we, the victims, are monitoring all departments of government. We are aware that in the criminal justice system that we have now, it seems to us that while the executive branch of government is running by 100 miles per hour, the other branches of government are running less than 50 or 40 kilometers per hour. It is sad to note that the VACC recorded a total of only 6 decided cases during the year in review, 2015 and 2016. The number of promulgated cases has been at record low at VACC for the past few years. In other words, we are also aware how the criminal justice system works, whether it is in favor of the victims or not. Mr. President, this is the reality in the streets and on the ground. We, the victims, and I would like to cite as my Exhibit A, Mr. Mike Arnel de Los Santos Ortizoy, yung pong naka-wheelchair po, a victim of drug-related case Before, he used to have 2 legs. He was shot several times by an official of my barangay in Taguig City. And now he lost 2 legs already because of complications. Because he said na pag hinalaan na po siya na siya'y maraming alam sa illegal drug activities sa kanilang lugar. And so, he has to be silenced. But without the trigger man knowing that he's already dead, kunyari-kunyarian lang siya. Nakilala po niya ang mga bumaril sa kanya. But despite of that, the case has been dismissed by the prosecutor of the city of Taguig. It's now under appeal with the Department of Justice. I just mentioned one particular case, and I'm sorry we have to exhibit Tisoy. This is just to bring to your attention that illegal drugs is the one damaging our society. 85% of our cases, handled cases, are drug-related po. Hindi ko nababanggitin po isa-isa yon. It will take a lot of time. And I'm just being given 5 minutes to have my ulat sa bayan. But what we're saying here, my dear fellow pillar of the criminal justice system, that we in the community is not sleeping. That is why we are very lucky. And this is the first time that majority of our members of VACC supported the candidacy of now President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. I myself, and I must admit, I'm not a politician, but I campaigned actively because this is our last card. I'm 64 years old. The president's more than 70 years old. I think we have to give the next generations to come a better community. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jimenez. Now, may we request the VACC Board of Trustees to please rise for the oath-taking to be officiated by President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
You can raise your right hands and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been elected to the position of, solemnly swear that I will well and faithfully discharge, to the best of my ability, the duties of my present position, and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines, and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. And now, to give the plaques and certificates to the VACC major awardees as pillars of the criminal justice system for the year 2016-2017, may we call on Mr. Dante Jimenez, Senator Coco Pimentel, and may we again request President Rodrigo Roa Duterte to award the awardees. For the outstanding anti-corruption campaign is given to the Supreme Court to be received by the Deputy Court Administrator, Raul Villanueva. Outstanding Judge is Judge Luisito G. Cortez, Presiding Judge, Quezon City, Regional Trial Court, Branch 84. Outstanding Public Prosecutors are the members of the DOJ panel, Senior Deputy State Prosecutor Richard A.D. Fadulon. Assistant Special Prosecutors, Ms. Maria Cristina Rillo Rosa and Ms. Maria Cristina Montera Barot and Ms. Olivia Torre Villas. Outstanding Private Prosecutor and Hall of Famer, Attorney Pete S. Principe. Outstanding Law Enforcer, PNP Chief Police Director General Ronald De La Rosa. Government Service Outstanding Institution, Public Attorney's Office, Attorney Persida Acosta. Okay. Outstanding Television News Reporter is Mr. Dominic Almerlor, and he will also receive the Outstanding Teleradio Anchor Award in place of Mr. Noli De Castro. Wala na to. Ito, meron. Outstanding Radio Field Reporter and Hall of Famer, Mr. Carlo Mateo of DCBB 594. Okay. Outstanding Television Station, GMA 7, to be received by Ms. Mel Chanco. Outstanding Television News Program, 24 Horas, GMA Channel 7, to be received by Ms. Mel Chanco. And also, Outstanding Television News Anchors are Mr. Mike Enriquez, Ms. Mel Chanco, and Ms. Vicky Morales, GMA Channel 7, to be received by Ms. Mel Chanco, and EVP COO Ricky Escudero Catibog. Okay. Outstanding newspaper, Manila Times, Mr. Dante Ang. Outstanding individual for government service is Attorney Persida Rueda Acosta. Outstanding individual for government national official, former DFA Secretary, Mr. Alberto Del Rosario. Woo! Oo, nakaupo. Oo, yung tatlo dito nakaupo. Sa second row. Thank you so much, Mr. President. May we now call on our founding chairman and president of VACC, Mr. Dante Jimenez.
The President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Thank you. Opo kayo. The Senate President Aquilino Pimentel III, Ambassador Ralde, the Indian Ambassador to the Philippines, General Ronald de la Rosa, Mr. Dante Jimenez, Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption, Board of Trustees, officers and awardees, fellow workers in government, my beloved countrymen. Alam mo, it is not only the drug menace that has created a crisis in this country, but we do not seem to agree all. And this is a democratic state, and I will always concede that right to them, how we define justice in this country. As lawyers, criminal law, especially yours truly, I was a prosecutor for 10 years. And in school, there are two schools of thought taught in our schools. One is that it's the classical theory that you pay for your crime. The other is the positivist, which is actually the one adopted in most of the countries now around the world, is that there is always a chance for the criminal to recreate himself and brought back to the mainstream of society. I agree, but not all. Which is the better gamble? Me, I stick to an eye for an eye and a thought for. Yung ganun na istorya, kasi ako, I believe in the classical theory. Lahat naman tayo, may mga justices, sila dito, gobyerno, si Senate President is a bar-top notcher. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is how you characterize yourself, kung ano ka. It's not really dependent on the professors or the learned lecturers of our country. But I said, it is always how you gauge yourself as a human being. Ang problema dito, I said, different interpretations and different, those pretenders and also know too much or know too little dito tayo nagbabanggaan. Kasi when I was pondering on whether or not they would run for the presidency, foremost in my mind was the problem now of drugs, corruption, and criminality on the streets. The criminals had a heyday. I do not want to attribute anything to any previous administration, but I would say, hinayaan nila. Hinayaan nila ang droga. And I was a mayor of Davao City. I was the favorite whipping boy of the human rights people. Well, of course, if that is their belief, then so be it. But the problem is we do not agree, or we cannot agree on our basic principles, how we look upon crime, criminality, and the application of the judicial interpretation of criminal law. Meron doon ng mga hardliner, meron naman yung gusto, scholarly journey in this world. You know, we only live once. We cannot come back here again to correct our errors. Now, during my campaign, I was hitting hard kasi galit ako sa gobyerno for actually letting the monsters to grow and grow, and I did not even realize until I became president how widespread and the dimensional problems of the drug industry. You know, yung Director General ng PDEA, si General, who was with me? No, he's the president on the other. Well, they made an accurate, almost an accurate estimate that the drug was about, the addicts rather, numbered around 3 million. Nung na-presidente ako, in Davao, it was clean. And I would be very frank with you, in front of everybody and the nation. Davao, you can walk, wala naman masyadong rape. There are nakawan, pero hindi naman gano'n na yung papatayin ka, rape pa yung pamilya mo. Alam mo, prosecutor ako. And maybe, if ultimately, yung persecution complex, baka pumasok sa isip ko. But that ain't the case dito. Individual yun eh, kaso por kaso. But I look at the guy, just also the body language ng mga totoo itong yawa na ito. Parang ganon. I have acquired that sense of 10 years of doing trial work. Nakahalata na ako na mahirap kung hayaan ko lang ito nung mayor ko. 1988 was the crossroads ating bayan. And there were a lot of guns issued to people without any investigation of whether he can handle a firearm in his hands. And because of the desire of the government at that time to get rid of the communists in my city, yung Alsamasa, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry who claimed to be an anti-communist guy in town was issued a firearm. And the manufacturing of the paltik, or the homemade guns, which is also very good, actually was produced inside the police main headquarters in Davao City. There was a lathe machine, they acquired for accuracy of the, talagang finished product very good because they took in some guys who were experts dito sa machining and everything. And so pag mayor ko, nawala yung NPA kasi medyo kaibigan ko. Ngayon, hindi na masyado kasi there's an exchanges of harsh words. Because maybe I'm not really, I'm a socialist. I'm the first leftist president of this republic. But it doesn't mean to say I'm a member of the Communist Party. Yun lang ang ano ko sa pagkatao. My paradigm is, anak lang kasi ako ng mahirap. We migrated to Davao. It was a long sacrifice for all. Kaya lumaki kami na ganun. We never tasted yung mga kutsi-kutsi. It was not until almost na kami, matandaan na. So ganun na. So ang paradigm ko, kung madali kong kinausap ang mga komunista, ang problema, pumasok ang criminality. And so they would just enter any residence in Davao. Since you cannot withdraw more than 50,000, mahalata eh. The banks are only would limit you each withdrawal. So if they ask for a certain amount, kung hindi makautang yung tao, they stayed inside the house as boarders and freeloader and raping the women, all of the women inside the house. 2-3 days, parang hinus days nila. So doon ako na sabi ko, this cannot go on. This has to stop. And nung mayor ako, sinabi ko, go out of the city in 48 hours. Go out of the city. Lahat kayong mga drugista, mga hold-uppers, all criminals. And there was a purge. For those who did not honor the patayan talaga. But that's it. Pagka lumaban ka, any force move, you know, it was not until after the nauso yung bomba na self-destruct then blowing everybody out to the heavens. Noon, maghintay ka pa. But in the recent conference of the chiefs of police in Europe and United States, it is now really, it's agreed among the law enforcers na you make a force move. Kasi pag sabi yung taas ka talaga. If you start to scratch your crotch, kung walang ayun na yan. So, and that is good. And I said to De La Rosa, that is the theory that we should follow. Why should I sacrifice the police? I am very late because I just came in from Samar. Then I passed by Tacloban. The policeman that was wounded, and the other guy is very stiff there with the wife and children milling around the coffin. Hindi ko matanggap yung you picture somebody, itong mga shabu users, that is why they can commit the bestial acts that a human being can make. Because of their brain, which is already shrunk. Hindi maintindihan itong mga, gusto ko yung murahin eh. Hindi niyo maintindihan, akala ninyo mga bata-bata, apostoles ito ni Kristo. God, when you talk about, the bleeding hearts of present, kasi mahirap lang sila, bakit ang mga mayaman wala? Ang mga mayaman naman, di naman it's pure business sa mga malalaking tao. Itong yumaman ng sa droga, kaya itong mga pulis, mararaming mga mansyon na ang bahay. With the active participation of the police and with the corrosive effect of money, which is really very easy since you have a colony of addicts, yun ang nangyari sa ating bayan. So, they picture so lightly and so poignant that a dead idiot there who happens to, if you are a user, then you are a pusher. Well, unless you are the son of one of the Forbes billionaire list there, talagang, if you are hooked, you have to take it, you have to have the fix, and you have to find something to get it. Thereby, along the way, committing all crimes, and when are already skunked, they go around picking children and raping them, baski saan, inside a truck or inside a jug. Tsaka wala nang takot. Pag hindi nila alam ang utak tumatakbo. I've been dealing with criminals for 10 years. Sino ba naman may gusto na pumatay ng kapwa-tao? They think that we celebrate every night. The picture as something like a vicious murderer. Oh well, sabi na my international reputation, I do not care. I never had any intention of going international. As a matter of fact, I was not even ready to the last minute to be in national. Small time lang ako po sa Davao. Pero when I was here, I cannot allow my country to flounder. Because if I do that, then I will compromise this generation and their children. Yan ang imagine 3 million. It's not a joke. 3 million addicts. O how do we fix them? Paano natin gawin? Do we have the hospital? We are operating on a budget. Gusto ko So, ang budget which was prepared the previous year is the one that I'm operating on. See, why can't you just arrest them and place them everywhere? What do I get the money? You don't move around in this planet without money. Yung pera na ginagastos ko ngayon to operate government is part of yung iniwan walang asdaw na there is a lump sum of 300 billion to take care of the 3,700,000 addicts in this country. Wala yan, because we have to go to Congress. But there's a hearing now of the budget for next year. And that is the time that now kaya nga lumaki pati yung intelligence fund. Kasi hindi ko sigurado kung saan ko ilagay. But I've ordered the military to open up their camps. Sila yung may mga lupa Just give me about 2 hectares of your camp there and where I can place the rehabilitation guys. And also their patients. Then we need thousands of doctors, thousands of nurses, and maybe millions for the medicines, the psychologists. But as the experts have really warned us before, 6 months to 1 year of shabu use will shrink the brain of a person. So how do we go about making their brains bloat again? But go to the gasoline station and place the tingnan mo itong human rights. I know it is the object, the target really is the establishment, the abuse of government on its own people. That's really the essence of it. But at some time, even itong mga abuso, I've illiterate blood in me. Maranaw ang lola ko. But for the first time, sinabi ko talaga, and I'm addressing you now, guys, nawala ang believe ko sa inyo. Because a tausog warrior, well, that's according to the stories sa mga, dito ako sa Moro community, supposed to be brave and honorable men. When you kill that child, 7 years old, and the others, in front of the camera, nawala ang respeto ko sa inyo. That's why, pinadala ko yung mga sundalo. I know that there will be some reprisals. I'm ready for that. There's always a drawback there. But, every time you do that, it's a slap on the face of government. And ito yung muka ng gobyerno. Well, maybe Congress. But when we publish it, what's wrong? What's keeping this country jerky. It's the face of the president. Kaya mag-ano tayo nito? I would say, just because. So, he is poor, and because he was poor, that is the dramatics of these idiots. Poor, so he has special privileges because he's poor. So you do not go hard at him. Maybe treatment, even though he's crazy already, we just have to sacrifice for publicity. Oh, didala namin sa ospital to. And pagpunta sa hospital, the hospital would just say, we'll take care of you 5 days after that he goes out. Because we need the bed spaces for the others. Saan tayo pupunta nito ngayon? Where do I get the billions? Ang budget ko hanggang dyan lang. Hindi. Sabi niya, okay. Kaya in the meantime, pinapatay mo na lang. Ay, anak ka nang papatayin talaga kita. Huwag magprangkahan na tayo. Magpatayan talaga tayo dito. I cannot simply define justice that is fair to all. Life is never fair. But when you start, you who is the cause of the cause, is the cause of them all. Who gave you the right? Forget about God. Forget about the laws of man. Just think of the one universal equation. Who gave you the right to cook shabu? Sell it to my sons and daughters and make them crazy. Sino? Huwag mo na yung Diyos, huwag mo na yung batas. Huwag mo na yung human rights. Huwag mo na yung sabi mong mga vigilantes. Who gave you the right to distribute and destroy a community? You are going to destroy my country, you will die. Anak ka na. Magklaro tayo dito. I will not allow it. I will not compromise the next generation. Patay sila. Maraming pamilya ngayon, if there is in a family may drug pusher or drug user, sira ang pamilya. Automatically, that family becomes dysfunctional. Kasi magnakaw na yung bata kung wala nang makuha doon sa ano. Ngayon si drug lord, there is none. Where's the big fish? You've been always asking, saan sila? My God, I'll tell you, they are outside of the Philippines. How they conduct their business? By cell phone. So, baski dyan sa prison. This is the only country where you conduct business regarding shabu to the cell phone. So, ayaw naman sa denial. Months before, sinasabi na nga, may naluluto na shabu dyan sa loob. And I myself warned the secretary on previous administration when she was criticizing me for spitting the words in the Senate hearing. Sabi ko, yan, patayin ko yan. And it was in really also asked me. So I was just responding to it. Sabi kasi in really, if you find the smugglers of rice in your city, what will you do? Ako, ang pagkatao ko, ganito, I'll kill him. You rob us 7 billion pesos a year, hindi kita bubuhayin. There's an amigo, I kill people for money, but since you are a drug pusher, I'll kill you for nothing. Hindi tayo magkaintindihan dito sa bayan natin. Well, this is democracy. Unfortunately for you, I won the election. But what was wala akong senador, wala na ako, si Coco lang mag-isa. Meron akong gobernador, kasi kasintahan ko rin kasi isang gobernador na si Abet Garcia pati si Amy. Yan ang gobernador ko. Wala akong barangay captain. And yet, I won by 15 million. 6 million of that was my margin over. So, ang sabi ko noon, pag na ako, ito ang issue sa atin. It's not about infra. Every year may infra talaga. That's the source of corruption. Sabi ko, wala ako. I will do away with corruption. It will be a clean government. Then and now, I will state to you publicly, there will be no corruption in my government. Because if you do that, baka maisip, I'm not good at Tagalog. If you do that, then I'd be, might try to reinvent you into a drug pusher. Baka akala ko lang, sorry corrupt ko lang pala, akala ko drug pusher ka. Kaya nga, he was the cause of the cause, is the cause of the matter. You only have yourself to blame. So, you should not be shouting na unjust. Sinabi ko na noon when I was, the secretary leader is Ramos. May pinakita siya sa akin. You're Duterte, you read this. He went to me. So nakita ko. So I just kept quiet. So, what do you intend to do? So, sir, wala akong pera, sir, talaga. No, I'm not examining. What can you do for your country? So, sir, I'm not the one who should be fixing this. Baka sila mismo sa military and police. So, you have to run. Because you're the only one who can do it. So, sir? Huwag na tayo, do not mess up with me. Tumakbo ka. I refuse. October 16, hindi ako nag-file. Nagalit, bumalik ng Davao. Money? Do you want money? I'll give you a bank. You run. Saan pera, sir? Maghintay ka lang kasi mag-contribute mo yung mga... Pero may binigay siya. Diyan, sa harap ko. Donated by my friends. An elite of mine. The list of the guys that you have to thank. And so he was pressing me. So nag-substitute ako. So what was my program of government? No corruption in government. I will suppress drugs and crime. So, itong mga human rights, they should have campaigned against me. So how about now the 15 million who voted for me because they want corruption? Stop. Yung mga tanim-tanim bala niya. Isiper kita dyan sa badibag. Mama, Ako yung tao na ordinaryo lang din. Mga cabinet members ko, puro number 1 ko. Yung akin dyan, baka hindi niya kaya, I have assembled the best of men in the Philippines today. Tugade, he's a billionaire actually, if you know Art Tugade. When they were students, he was already the CEO of Delgado Shipping. Sunny Dominguez, kababata ko yan. Consistent yan, valedictorian. Okay lahat. Yasay. Minsan, akala ko ba, may Amerikano ba dito nagsasalita? Pero kaibigan, kababata ko rin yan. You know why? He's a son of a pastor. Alam mo nang magwawali yan dyan na He learned a lot from his father. Kaya praktisado ang buang sa... kami mga Bisaya lang kasi. So we are forced to... when we were first year, tarato na itong mga Bisaya, titigas ng dila. Then we were forced by the Jesuits, Tineo. So you have to, understand, you can't have a brass band. Tapos ganun nga, come on, guy. Kasi matigas nga ang dila, kaya nga yung lulukogan niya. Yung mga parang, yung voice and diction sa first year, Talagang gaganon ka ng pare. Now, follow up, tell me, still little kitten sitting in the kitchen. So, ayan. Known as the old professor, the low to scold and broke into a copious flow of resources. Ang mga Bisaya, ang tinawan kami, talagang nabubog kayo sa ganun ng pare. O, totoo. Matanong mo nang, sige, ang Bisaya kasi matigas. Tell mo ha, I'll give you an example. Itong mga politician, mayroon silang bata-bata. Here is this guy every morning. What? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the next song you'll hear is from Doris D. singing D by D. Sabi ng nanay ko, ipapatay mo nga eh. Well, that's life. But let us be clear on this. I am committed by my oath of office. Yung mga victims, they did not start the process that turned out to be bloody. Sila yan. Sila yan nagluto. Sila yan nagpababili. Alam nila na bawal yan. Mahirap ka o mayaman. The world turns every 24 hours in a cycle. It will never stop to listen to you of your excuses. Just because mahirap ka lang, yung kanang hanggang. Ako, kung hindi ako sa gobyerno, ang anak ko ni-rape mong babae. Bungog ka sa droga, bubuhayin kaya kita. Yung mga sundalo, nandoon sa hulungan, there's fighting raging on yan. Binuhos ko talaga yung sundalo doon. Pag uwi nila, malaman nila na ang asawa nila o yung nilulang mo sa droga o anak nila, hindi ginalaw mo. Would you think that he could assuage his anger, his hatred by just one dead body? Magwawala yan. And look, ganito yan eh. At the start, talagang pinasok namin yung intriga. Si A, nagturo, luluhin, si B ang nagturo sa iyo. So, hulayaan mo lang. Hulihin mo, let him out. He wants to fix the case, let him. Tapos, we begin to look for B. And si C naman, sabihin namin na si A man na nagpiait sa iyo. Tapos, hulihin namin. Sige, but, you want to bail? Okay. No po. Walang problema. Paglabas, we'll go. So, we sowed intrigues. I got it from reading so many books about mafia. So, it's just sayang walang mafia dito. I could be the head of a very bright na ako dyan sa intriga. And we started. Yung mga balot-balot, it's torture, that's not ours. Maniwala ka. Walang panahon si De La Rosa. Hindi ka niya masukla yung buhok niya. Tapos magbalot pa siya ng tao. Just shoot the guy and throw him there. Why do you have to? Ilang oras gawin mo yan? Yan ang trabaho ng kabila. Yan yung torture nila. So, hindi lahat na government, lahat na lang government. That's the drama that's being played out to you. So you choose. Me, I'm a hardliner. Me, I'm ready to kill. Because you destroy my country. I've been telling you, do not destroy this generation. Or if you allow everybody to just come in and invite them to do business sa drug industry, then there is no tomorrow for your grandchildren. You'll end up just like the failed states of South America. Basahin mo yung kay Ian Grillo and how they operated. Led to yung mayor noon, babae, she takes her oath of office in the morning, and the afternoon, she's dead. That is why I am in favor of Senator, yung postponement ng election. Because there is a war going on. And, you know, pag ginamit ng mga tatapusin ko muna to sila. So, kakapunin ko to, castrate them, so that they will not, because otherwise, the next thing that you'll realize is that we have a narco-politics. Sabi ko, in 3 to 7 years time, papasok yan. Because of the so many billions. And we have to destroy their lieutenants. If the lieutenants is rich, ay di poor, ay ganun rin. You know, you cannot be selective. This is a war. Actually, my orders to De La Rosa is destroy them. My orders to the armed forces of the Philippines now fighting the Abu Sayyaf, destroy them. Wala tayong drama dyan sa... Mananapag-usapan na natin yan. Treatment, treatment of prisoners. Not now. We are busy with the... Then we will have a reckoning when the day comes. Ano we will answer? Ako. But let it be known to everybody. Young police, pati military. If I order them to do something against crime and to stop criminality and terrorism, they will have my blessings, and I will support them all the way. I will never, never, never allow a policeman, a soldier to go to prison for doing his duty to the country. Fight tayo dyan. Pero yung mga tagdalawang asawa, ikaw ba, ilang asawa mo? Chief PNP. Taga-Davao ito, pero ngayon, I have not heard. Or if I heard, I did not hear it. So I cannot stay long with your, I'm also invited for dinner, yung mga may tama na mga sundalo. So because it is kagiting, sabi ko, let's have dinner in Malacanang. So I bought so many wheelchairs, give them computers. Here's one lieutenant who lost his eyes, both. Yung umiyak sa TV, yung yumakap sa akin. Sabi ko, do not worry. I will take care of you. I will reinvent you. So it's now learning Braille. Maybe we'll have something, baka sharpen your memory at magkuha ka ng law doon sa San Beda. Kausapin ko yung mga pare. Just if somebody reading to him will find out if he can be of service to his country in another way. Yung AFP, to my horror actually, huwag lang maingay sa dating wala silang MRI, wala silang, ang building nila was, yung drainage bumabalik na. Paano yan? How about the germs? Wala mang drainage na. So sabi ko, you condemn it, then I'll give you a new bill. I gave them almost half $1 billion. And, sabi ko, let me discuss. One, mga negosyante tayo inato lang tayo, story na lang muna. I'm talking to you, I'm not delivering speech. I'll end up 3 minutes. Ganito yan Itong lowest bid, tanggalin natin yan. It's the source of all corruption. I will not compromise the armed forces by... Nandito yung kuha, sabihin ko sa'yo, oh my God, I will not follow you. Kasi lahat corruption yan Yung pinakababa, walang kapital yun laway lang. Mag-imbento ng korporasyon, ng MRT natin, ano yung nangyari sa Krami, nag-express, pagsagot ni, kung siyempre may negosyo ka, tutubo ka, kung patay na. Kasi gusto, bidding. Tama yan eh. Let's look at it should be quality first. Ang specification is quality. Durable because it's being used by government. But let's cut this crap of lowest bid. Walang kapital yan. I-subcontract na yan. Tapos yung 20%, alam mo na. Tapos another 20. Would you believe it? Even the barangay captain signs the completion sa barangay niya. So he gets another 2-3%. So ang project mo, kaya ang mga sundalo, sabi ko, ito mga sundalo, one day puputok to. Because they go around the country. Would you believe it? My airport, ang airport, akala ko, dito, sa airport, sir, bakit may building? Parang basketball court. Tinignan ko sa record kompleto. At talo pa ang naya eh. Kaya ganito yan, yung 100 kilometers, hindi talaga mag-lowest bid ka. Ang dadating sa'yo, it's about 60. Ganun yan. Kung sinong magkabigay, ikarga niyan doon sa kanyang contract price. Better disabuse your man itong yung lowest bid. It's the source of corruption. Tapos maraming napailan ng kaso. Ako, pailan mo ako ng kaso, sipain kita. I would not compromise with, there's only two sources, two countries where we can buy the, magbili ka sa iba, lalagyan nila ng bakukang yan dyan. Nakikinig sila sa atin 24 oras. Tapos, yun ang lowest bid mo. Kalukuhan. Kaya we have to talk to itong COA. Sometimes, when the integrity of the republic is at stake, do not give me shit about kailangan magbili ng lowest bid. Tapos yung mga baril, nako, there are said only two sources, two countries where we can buy the armaments and especially the gadgets for intelligence gathering. I have to inform you this because you must know. Alam ko hindi nyo alam ito, pero I've been with 23 years akong sa gobyerno. 10 years akong prosecutor. 1 term ako congressman. 1 term ako yung vice mayor ako nung anak ko yung nanuntok, yung si Inday. Ganon ang istorya ng buhay ko. But I'm happy that we are here. Ayan yung... Kasi pag sinabi na victims of crime and corruption, lahat tayo may tama. Kasi taxpayers tayo lahat eh. Yeah, but they said, let us give our people a respite sa corruption. I'll give them 6 years. I will be very harsh, very strict. But it's only because it is not our own money that we are spending. It's the people's money. So I agree with the vision. And then ang objective, with your vision sa ating country. And I suppose that dapat na tayo kasi maraming, alam mo pag anong tao board na magsige kamot ng kamay kung ano ang kati-kati na lang, I now realize it's time to stop talking. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. May we request the President for the photo opportunity? The first batch coming from the Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption, Board of Trustees, and Board of Advisors and Officers, please.
Please prepare second batch from the media sector. Thank you, VACC Board of Trustees, Board of Advisors, and Officers. Second batch is from the media sector.
Thank you so much, our Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption Board of Officers, Board of Trustees, and Board